Parrying is a thing since the first Souls games, but in Demon Souls, Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 it was way too easy. Dark Souls kinda wanted you to use a shield and play passively, on the other hand Dark Souls 2 didn't encourage it that much. The formula got perfected in Dark Souls 3, where you can use shields, but dodge rolling is more worth it in general. In Dark Souls 3 if you want to be efficient with shields it's highly recommended to learn how to parry. You can parry with all medium and small shields, but the best parry tool is the buckler, a shield that is useless for blocking. Therefore choosing a medium shield is not recommended unless you are a beginner who needs blocks or you just like the playstyle and the fantasy of a shield-wielding warrior. Parries in Dark Souls 3 are harder to land than in the previous titles, but they are also a lot more fun and more rewarding. Elden Ring is using the same parry system that Dark Souls 3 had, with faster moves and more active frames on the buckler, but you can still parry with small or medium shields and some weapons in offhand. On top of this Elden Ring added 2 Ashes of War upgrades that you can put on any small or medium shield, and you can get an even better parry than the buckler. These are the Golden Parry and Carian Retaliation. So in Elden Ring I'd highly recommend getting one of these. But in general, the key of parrying is practice. I will show you where is the best location for learning parries as a beginner. You should go to the Aegil Lake north side of Grace, which is a really early location in the game. From there if you turn back you can find an enemy riding a horse. He can be an interesting and fun way of learning the parries for this kind of enemies. If you go forward you can find a camp full of enemies. There are multiple versions of them wielding different weapons. Perfect location. The site of Grace is close, there are a lot of enemies, and they are diverse enough for a beginner to start with. In general your goal is to press your parry button when the attack animation of the enemy is already in progress. With some practice you will catch the feel of it. Mastering the parry will be really useful and will make you have a lot more fun on your journey. It's not a must-have though, don't be worried. However it's really cool to punish other players with it in PvP.